Alright, good evening. Let's get started here. I hope you can hear me well. I'm hearing a bit of echo here. If you have any problem on your side, you can send me a note, okay? Everybody hearing alright? Okay, so let's get started then. Now tonight it's going to be a short session, okay? The presentation I'm going to do is called Doodle Video Software using Easy Sketch Pro to produce whiteboard animation video. This is actually an introductory session, and to really get to know this, I will actually go inside the software and show you how to create your whiteboard animation video using Easy Sketch Pro. Now, a little later on in the show, we're going to have some Q&A. So if you have any questions as we progress, remember to send them in. To send your questions, on the lower right of your screen you see a red tab, say contact us. Just click on it and it will pop up. You need to enter your name and email and then type the questions in the box and click send. And on my end I'll be able to see your question. Okay, I'll try to answer the question as we go. Okay, so let's get started. We'll go to the software right now. Let's see here. Right. Once you open up the software, this is how it looks like. And I know that some of you have just purchased the software and you would like to know a bit more about how to create your video using the software. Right, now let's look at some of the basic functions. Okay, it's nothing too strange. As you can see, you have file, edit, view, objects, play, help, and you have all the buttons right on top here. And of course the first thing that you see is a whiteboard. Normally the first thing that we do is to go to file and then scene. Okay, so what you get is this. Here you can adjust the resolution of your video, so you can set the size to different dimensions. Okay, for example, if I want to change it to 960 by 540 and I click apply, you can see the whiteboard changes. Okay, for this one, let's keep it to 640 by 480. Okay, and you can also change the background color. Click on this button here. You can change it to gray or any color that you like. Okay, you say okay, apply. This is what you get. But I will normally like to keep it to white. Okay, it's a whiteboard anyway. So apply. You can also use the gradient, you know, if you choose to. And of course you can have pattern background. You can load the images by clicking on the folder icon wherever your background might be. Okay, for this demo video we're going to use a white background, so click OK. Now at this point in time you probably have your script ready. Okay, there are probably two options that you can do. One, you use a voiceover, or you just use background music with text. Now, up here you can see all the different buttons. Because this is a folder where you click on it, you can open up any previous projects, or Easy Sketch Pro project that you have created and not finished, so you can open up using that one. And of course, this floppy disk icon allows you to save the project. You can also go to File and Save As. Right, and this one, if you want to record using your webcam, export as a movie. Okay, now this one here is to record. Click on it. You can record your voiceover with this. Okay, you click record and then you can start talking, and then use that as your voiceover. Now this icon here, click on it, you get another pop-up. This is where you can choose the background music, or your pre-recorded voiceover, or your own background track. Okay, they have a library of music track. You click on it, it comes with about a dozen or so. You click on this, select any one that you like, and click on the test. Wait for it to play. I hope you can hear that. Okay, go for another one. This one's cool. Okay, for the sake of this demo, I'm going to use this background music, okay, Magic Runner. So once you like this one, you should select it and click the select button. And of course, as I mentioned, if you click on the folder sign, you go to your hard disk and you can select your own music track or your pre-recorded voiceover. Okay, now I've selected the Magic Runner and I click OK. Once you do that, you can see at the corner here, they're working on a task. Okay, there's one of them which is importing the music track. So we wait a bit for it to finish importing. Okay, now it's done. Excuse me. Now for the purpose of this demo video, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to use the background music. I'm going to input some text and images. First, I want to input the text. You click on the icon A, you're going to get this dialog box. As you can see, text editor. Okay, I'm going to type whiteboard animation video using Easy Sketch Pro. Now once you finish typing, but if you have your script ready, you can simply copy and paste. Okay, then you can choose your font, whichever font that you like. I'm going to use the default, which is Tahoma. Then I can change the font size. I'm going to keep it to maybe 32 and see whether it's too big or not. And you can use a normal font or bold or italic bold. You can also change the font color. Okay, let's say we want this to stand out a bit. We're going to use red, okay, just for the purpose of this video. And once you have done adjusting all the different parameters, you click OK. Now, as you can see, it's right on the screen, but it's too big. Okay, so what I do is double click it, I click edit, I can keep it at 24. Okay, maybe I use bold. Okay, then it fits right into the screen. Now if I want to move this text, I have to double click it. So I move it up right on top of the screen, and after that what I do is right click and click on fix camera. You can see these lines here actually defines the area of this whiteboard. So for each scene, okay, each scene you want your first item to have this right on your whiteboard, and that is done by clicking on fix camera. Okay, so we have whiteboard animation video using Easy Sketch Pro. Let's see what it's like. Okay, now next I want to enter an image. I click on this icon. It looks like flower, which are images. You open up the library of images with built-in. Okay, so you can select whichever one you want. For this one, I'm going to go to gadgets right here and wait for it. I'm going to use this guy here. Okay, once you click it, it'll end up on your whiteboard. I'm going to double click it and drag it below. Okay, I'm going to reduce the size. Place it somewhere here. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to input another line of text. Font size to maybe 20. I'm going to use the color blue. Okay, as you can see. Or maybe what I'm going to do is this. Hi, my name is Mason. I'm going to do this, okay? We put right here. Then I'm going to put in another line of text. Let's change the size of it first. It'll be easier to work with. Whiteboard video using. Okay, apparently it's going to be too long. Okay, so I'm going to cut out this part. Maybe this one I'm going to use the color of, say, green. Say okay. Okay, let's do this. And I'm going to input another line. Font size 20, green again. The reason you keep seeing me dragging in this because I'm using a two-screen for this webinar. Ordinarily, it would appear inside your software. Okay. Okay, let's drag it down a bit. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay. Alright, now before I go on, I want to show you another thing. See this image here. If you want the hand motion to draw it slower or take longer to draw it, what you do is you go up to this icon T. It stands for timeline. You click on it, another box is going to appear. Okay, now as you can see here, what we have here is every item on the whiteboard, meaning your text or images, will be right here. It's on the timeline. Now the default timing for each item, whether it's text or image, is 3 seconds. If I click on this text, as you can see here, drawing time is 3 seconds. The image is also 3 seconds. Okay, so if we want the hand motion to draw this guy holding a laptop longer, what we do is we change the timing. Maybe I want it to go to 10. Okay, after you set your timing, you have to click apply. Click on apply. Okay, now there's another button here that called play from here, and this can be very helpful, especially if you have a long video. Maybe you have about 20 items or 30 items. You don't want to, if you want to preview your video, you don't want to start from beginning each and every time. So what you do is you can click on the slide. Let's say I wanted to start from here. I just click it, and then I click play from here. Okay, now we only have 5 items, so it's not too bad. Let's see, I click apply. Is it okay? Let's look at it, see how fast it draws that man holding a laptop. Here you go. It's much slower, so you draw like in details like that. Okay, now next I'm going to add in another line of text. I'll change the font size to 20. I think the size should be okay. I'm going to leave it as black. Okay, double click on it, drag it, and place it here. Another text. I can also add images. Font size 20. Say okay. Okay, I'm going to put it here. I'm going to add an image. Click on that and go to library and find some relevant image. Okay, it doesn't matter, just any. Okay, let's use some fruits image. Okay, maybe let's use something like this. Double click it. Use a corner to adjust the size. Move it too big. Like that. Go this way. Put it here. Okay, let's watch it again. There you go. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite easy. Okay, now the next thing we do is once you use up one whiteboard, we want to go to the next whiteboard. The way you do that is you don't double click on anything at all. What you do, you just use your mouse, just click once, don't let go, click once, don't let go, and drag it to the left or up to you, or right or below. Once it's out of the white screen area, you let go. Then what you want to do is you enter your next item, whether it's the image or text or whatever. So I want to enter text. Something like that. I'm gonna put 32. I'm gonna put maybe red color. Okay. Say okay. So again, it's there. Double click it. I'll move it to where I want to move it, somewhere here. The next thing is very important. Okay, the next two things. First, fix camera. Second, request focus. Okay, as you can see, this indicates the start of another whiteboard scene. Okay, you see the cross line? Actually, from the corner, from one diagonal, from one corner to another corner, it defines the area of the whiteboard scene. So we're done with the first scene. We move it out of the editing area, and then we input another item, which becomes the first item of the next whiteboard scene. Okay, let's see how it looks like. We don't want to play from beginning. Okay, click on the timeline. I remember the last item was the grapes. I think. Never mind, we'll start from the text here, and then we click play from here. There you go. Can you see? And the first scene will just be moved out of the editing area, and then the next item comes on, becomes the fresh whiteboard scene. Okay, if you want to do, maybe I import another image. Okay, I click on that. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Now, if you don't want to use any images from a library, you see this dialog box here. You see a photo sign, load image from PC. Okay, I'm going to load it from my PC. Okay, you click on that, another dialog box will appear, and then you click on the photo icon again, and it'll pop up again, so you can find your wherever your image may be. Okay, maybe I'll use this. Let's see. How big is this? Yeah, let's try this. I can't remember. Okay, done. You see, it's quite big, but it's okay. We can adjust the size. It's my experience is this: try not to use something that is really huge, because it eats up your RAM. Okay, you'll find it'll be a bit dragging as you use huge images. So what I do is I always try to use an image that is compatible with your screen size. You don't want to use an image that's 10 times larger than your screen size. It doesn't make sense as well. Well, it may be very clear to the viewer, but it's just wasting resources from your computer. Okay. So another thing, if you don't want the hand to draw it, you can also do that in Easy Sketch Pro. Okay, for instance, okay, if I want this image to appear without the hand drawing it, I double click it, right click, and then I go to properties. Something will pop up. This is here we can adjust. We see entrance. You drop down here, we can tell it to fade in, or drag in by hand, or just drag in without hand, or just draw without the hand, or draw by hand, which you have seen for all the items. So I want it to fade in, okay? Then you can set the time here, how long it takes to fade in, okay? So once you set it, everything, you click apply, say okay. Okay, I'm not gonna play from beginning. I just play from the first item there. Okay, which is this one here. Play from here. There you go. Okay, that's how easy it is. Okay, so in this tonight, this is what we will cover, and let me get that. Let's see. Let's get back to the PowerPoint. Okay. Okay, so this is what we'll cover tonight. Now the next session, I'm going to show you how to produce your whiteboard animation video using a pre-recorded voiceover. Okay, so that will be our next session. Okay, for those of you who have not, you know, who does not have a copy of the Easy Sketch Pro, what you can do is let me see if I can find a link. Okay, I find a link to that. I'll put it on a screen here. Just give me a minute. Where are we? Just give me a minute. See, I'm not sure if I know how to do this, but because I'm quite new to this webinar thing. Okay, and how do you do that? Oh, I'm really not sure, honestly. But no worry. For those of you who are not, who want to know more details about this Easy Sketch Pro, you can either email me, or because I'll set up for replay. Okay, you'll be on YouTube, and you'll be able to find a link there. Because I don't think I know how to do that. Honestly, sorry about that. Let's see. Let's see. Does it appear? No, nothing is happening. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Let's give it another go, okay? See if I can get it to maybe this will do. No, 5 minutes. Okay. See whether there's anything appear on the screen. You see anything? I don't see anything. Wow. Never mind. Okay. It will definitely be in the in the replay. Okay, probably in the description box. I don't think I know how to do it right on here. Sorry about that. But I definitely hope you join us for the next session. In each of the sessions, we're going to cover different functions and features so that you're comfortable with the software. Okay. So for those of you who have questions, by all means send in your questions, because I'm going to stop the broadcast, but we can still have Q&A using the chat. Okay, so once again, thank you, and have a good Sunday evening, and we'll see you again. Bye bye.